But this is just folly, and part of it is because the media has created this character that's this likable guy, this sort of this beta that they really want to see succeed, and that has energized so much that could have gone elsewhere.
Did you just call Beto a beta? Is that what just happened?
I think that's part of his appeal to so many journalists is they want to see a beta guy like him succeed.
Like a beta male.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Metrosexual.
That was wordplay he just did. That was wordplay.
Beta.
Oh,
Well, I think if you're calling Ted Cruz an alpha male, that is toxic masculinity at its absolute height. I think that, we've seen no matter what the level of masculinity that you're measuring within the Senate, it's pretty much all over the spectrum. Now, there's a lot of things I would say about Ted Cruz, but I think he's a public servant, and I wouldn't, deem to insult his masculinity.
I'm sorry.
But something else that you also said that, Democrats are directing $40 million to Beto O'Rourke's seat. The Democratic Party is actually not directing our small donors where their enthusiasm is and where they're going. To suggest that we're shifting $40 million to an unwinnable Senate seat is disingenuous at best.
Well, where would that money go instead?
We'll see what happens with the election day. I think
what you just did is really gross, by the way. I just want to say that. Characterize slamming him for being a beta. I mean, that's just gross, and saying the media wants to create that and that he's
if
a
he wants to pretend to be Hispanic with his name.
What are you trying to be clear? What are you trying to say about him? What is it that about him being what makes him a beta?
I'm being very clear
metrosexual?
that his appeal of being hipster and young to try to convince people to vote for him is a very different approach than what Ted Cruz is doing, which is being a very head-on confrontation. The appeal that he's created about being young and millennial and this hip guy.
Young and millennial means beta?
Yeah, that's where I'll go with that. Yeah.
Are you young and millennial? Are you a beta?
Whoa.
I'm not young, and I'm not. I don't think I make the cutoff for millennial.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to figure out.
Matt is our guest.